Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another HarstemCast. Today we're going to be having a look at a best of 5 between Heromarine, also known as Big Gabe. And on the left side of the map we have XCOM AGO Elazer, the Polish Zerg player, of course. No real nickname. The Ostrich, he's been called sometimes because he likes to play with his head in the sand, pretend that nothing is wrong in the world, and he gets a crap ton of drones and then hits you with one of the tightest timings that exists. Elazer is a massive fan of playing games against the AI, perfecting his build orders, but sometimes his scouting isn't quite as great. We'll see if that's going to be different this game. As his first Overlord is making his way across the map. First map is Blackburn here. Reburner opening out of Big Gabe, who is known to be a very standard player when it comes to his ladder games, to the regular online cups, but then when the big cash is on the line, the big prestige is on the line, we'll see him throw out some wonky strats every now and again, well prepared for his opponent, extremely good game knowledge, his control probably his weakest point, but his decision making and his game knowledge, very powerful. Very, very powerful. 2 queens on the way here for Elazer. And we have a factory being constructed on the side of Heromarine. So everything being as standard as can be. We'll have a look to see what this first Reaper out of Big Gabe can do. Might be able to get a drone here and there. Maybe able to get a Ling here and there. None of that will happen most likely as the queen is about to pop. We might see a spore having to be built. No, Elazer manages without a spore, just an extractor. Ooh! Queen straight away injects. And the second queen actually pops down. And we'll be making a creep tumor on the low ground. Third queen gets built into the main base. Okay. Little bit of a change up here. Now, this is actually optimal. And let me explain to you why that is. It's because more drones will be popping down from the natural rather than from the main base, which means the travel distance that drones need to walk is shorter. So if you have more larvae on the natural, that's better than having more larvae in the main. So this is one of the things I was talking about. Elazer, the king of these small optimizations. Very often we just see a creep tumor go down straight away. Elazer says, no, I'd rather have a later creep tumor and maybe 10, 15 more minerals because my drones need to travel less. You'll always see him build the overlords in the main base as well. There we go, overlord in the main base. So rather than having to waste larvae on the natural, which are the drones that will mine more because they don't need to travel a distance from the main to the natural. Ooh, we're going to be seeing the overlords being built in the main. This is so beautiful. I love these optimizations. So cool to see how far we've come, especially in the first 5-6 minutes in the early game. So extremely optimized, so clean. Elazer's creep tumors are going the moment they are off cooldown. He knows exactly what to do, and massive difference. If you go back a couple of years in time, you see Zerg players not even sure what they want to do with their first queen, often not really having plans either. The game has been so optimized, and yeah, it's great to see that they still find little edges that they can get. Very quick lair coming out of Elazer here might be indicating a rapid spire. He's only on a single gas. So how fast can this spire really be? Well, it can still... Whoa. That's pain. Overlord's gonna get taken out here by this Viking. Marine is on the edge already. And this is going to be a Queen Ling Nidus. Here Marine will be following this up with a Viking and a Liberator. So just a Liberator left to be built. No Overseer is on the map. Main base also is completely covered by Marine, so here Marine will be capable of knowing what will happen. He would not die against the Nidus in the main base, I don't believe so. He can just pull the workers. Here comes Elazer. What does he want to do now? Does he just build a Nidus network over here and then hope that he can pop in? What actually is the plan? Is there an Overseer? There's no Overseer, so no Nidus in the main. It's just not going to be possible. Here Marine completely unaware of what's happening. Oh, Liberator is gonna head into the main base. We'll get 2 shots on the queen and we'll be able to clear At least one of the drones, good micro here out of HeroMarine, will swap targets. I think this queen might just fall as well. Yep, 2 queens will end up going down for a Liberator. But now the Nidus is finished and the Nidus in the natural is going up. Is HeroMarine ready for this? SCVs can't quite be pulled, actually. There's a lot of links here. Queens can walk into position to transfuse. Hello, Elazer. Yep, there we go. Once they get the transfuse, Lynx will be able to catch these Hellions as well. Not the greatest micro out of HeroMarine. Was not paying attention. No transfuses. Huge error out of Elazer. Massive mistake. He was in, but now he's out once again. He killed all of the Hellions. He did not transfuse the Nidus for a second and a third time. What a huge error. Now this Nidus is never going to go up again. And, I mean, with the repair that HeroMarine has, I think HeroMarine kind of stabilizes. We see 3 drones in production. 1 is already on the way, though, here for HeroMarine. Huge mistake there by Elazer, not transfusing quick enough, and that might just cost him the game here, as now HeroMarine is safe. He is solid. HeroMarine right now realizing, wait a second, I F2'd all the way into my natural and don't actually have anything left in my main base. 7 SCVs have gone down on the side of Big Gabe. But with 1-1 finishing up, with Combat Shield finishing up, Armory on the way already, and Mines on the low ground, I am not feeling this position whatsoever for Elazer. He's taking a 4th base, and he's adding his Evolution Chamber so he can get those upgrades. He's also gonna need a Baneling Nest. He's gonna need to go up to 4 gases, and he will need to drone up like a madman. This Viking is escorting the double drop, and there is nothing here to deal with this drop. 55 links are on the map, but they're all on the wrong side. They'll need to run back home, but they're never going to be in time. Baneling Nest is being built, but all of these Overlords are going to fall. No, GG gets called. Elazer taps out as HeroMarine wins game number 1. Alright, game number 2 here. HeroMarine sending out his first SCV. And that can only mean 3 things. Not 2 things. It's either going to be a 2-Rex proxy or it's going to be a 3-Rex proxy. The speed of his second SCV makes me believe that this might just be a 2-Rex. I don't know why I said that. The speed of the second SCV is always the same. We don't see a 3rd SCV being sent out, so this is feeling, smelling, and looking like a 2-Rex. Alright, let's see what the micro is like of HeroMarine in these tense situations. We have a drone moving down into the natural. This is not going to be for a drone scout. No, this is just for a quick hatchery first. First barracks is going down already here for HeroMarine. Second barracks is going down for HeroMarine as well. And Elazer now needs to decide to scout. But he's not. He's not scouting. He does not respect the fact that there could be a 2-Rex. And his first Overlord is straight away going across the map as well. This is not an Overlord that is looking for barracks like we usually see Zergs do. I think it is because HeroMarine is not known to 2-Rex, so Elazer is not quite expecting it. HeroMarine playing with his reputation a little bit here as a solid standard macro player that likes to win games based on decision making and solid push-outs. Not going to quite be the case here. It's not quite going to be the case here as first Marine is being sent out. Now, of course, there's always follow-ups available here for the Terran. Think of your... Ooh, was that a fake scout? I think it was. So he's fake scouting, or he just wants a 3rd SCV here. That is so cool. Till the last second he's gonna make the fake believable. No, it's just gonna be a 3 bunker wall. It is going to be a straight up 3 bunker wall. And what does Elazer respond to this? Well, what can he respond to this? Is the question. Spine Crawler, 4 links on the way. Queen on the way immediately on the natural. No queen in the main yet. There's no money there. Full drone pool is being issued here. All workers need to become fighters right now. 1 SCV goes down, but 2 SCVs will finish their structure. And I mean, with two bunkers gone and potentially 3 bunkers. But hello, guys. Oh, he's gonna go for the Overlord. I like that. I like that. Remembering, wait a second, I think I started something earlier. Let me finish it right now. Then this game is just absolutely over. What a great pick of strategy here out of HeroMarine. I like that strategy so much. What a cool little wall he built here. And what was Elazer supposed to do here? Push through it? How? There was Marines behind that wall. This is why you need to find the barracks. This is why you need to find the barracks. What a great pick of strategy out of HeroMarine. And absolutely going to destroy his opponent here. Elazer desperately trying to get something done, but At least 2 of these bunkers are in range of the hatchery. There's still 2 SCVs shooting in the back. GG gets called, and Heromarine takes game number 2 after a short, what was it, 10 minutes. He's up 2-0. Potentially the final game in this best of 5 between Heromarine and Elazer after a mere 10 minutes have passed. Heromarine this time keeping his first SCV at home, will be going back into his more standard approach of the matchup. We see a little bit of a zoom in here on the command center. I'm not quite sure how I did that, but oh, this is Heromarine's first person. Look at that. Swapping between the depot and the command center like his life depends on it. Spamming the keys real well. Look at that up there. 284, 85 on average. Meanwhile, Elazer at a solid 401 on average. Let's take a look at his first person as well. Brrp. Setting up all of his camera hotkeys, as you can see. As the first 4 bases definitely covered in camera hotkeys. Drone is being sent to its rightful location. So now the pool goes down. We see the perfecting of the location of the camera hotkeys. So you can put the camera hotkeys with your F keys, or well, you can put it onto anything, but by default they're on the F keys. And it's very tricky to put it properly. And the way most people like to have it is they want their hatchery centered. And what you can do is you can select your hatchery and then press Ctrl and F, and it centers on the hatchery. And then you set the camera hotkey. So Ctrl F. And then you can just swap in between them. You can also do it as an observer. Very often at the start, you want to kind of see, hey, at least try to get as close as possible to the center. So very often at the start, you see people do things like this and then decide, okay, well, this looks about to be the center, this looks about to be the center, and this looks about to be the center. Then you have your first 6 bases about to be the center. Later on, if you take the base, you can still properly center it with the Ctrl F trick, or you can click on this thing. Usually there's a little thing here, like a portrait in game. You can center it that way. Quick tip if you didn't know. That's how most pros do it, at least as far as I'm aware. I like to use Ctrl F because I don't like to click with the mouse. Usually everything that can be done with hotkeys should be done through hotkeys. One Ling is going to be going down. Second Ling might even go down. Yep, nice micro out of Heromarine. Good target fire as his command center goes down in the natural. A third CC will go down immediately as well, and we'll just have to wait and see what his actual follow-up is going to be. Are we going to be seeing perhaps some mech? Are we going to see bio? What do you have planned for us here? So far we haven't seen much of anything except for a 2-Rex and a defended Nidus. Hello, where are you going? Okay. No third gas, or no second gas. Okay, there we go. Second gas in the main base. Then you always delay your cars by a bit. Very, very standard opener here out of Heromarine. Most likely going to be a tech lab. Gonna be going... Well, actually, it's just gonna be Viking then. There's no tech lab yet here. It means it's either going to be Viking or Liberator, but he doesn't have the gas for a Liberator. I'm gonna put my money on a Viking for now. Or he'll need to wait a bit for the Liberator. He's actually gonna wait a bit for the... No, Viking it is. There we go. I love it when I'm right, wrong, right, wrong. That's my favorite sequence. Tech lab's gonna go down on this barracks. See, Elazer took the forward base, triangle base location. Usually we define if you take these 3 bases as the line base, and if you take this as your 3rd base as the triangle formation. What the triangle allows you to do is that you can easily take a 4th and a 5th that are easily reachable with creep. If you take this as a 3rd, taking a 5th base becomes really hard if you want to do it quickly, because your creep basically won't be over here yet. Also, if you take this quickly as a 4th base, it means that this area will become harder to drop in because you'll have creep and you'll be able to put spores there, and your queens will be walking around. So yeah, that's the main thing. Now, of course, a negative is that these rocks most likely will stay up, and tank positions could deny this base. So there's a couple of reasons why you want the line, but in general, triangle is the most popular on this map. Liberator is the 2nd unit. This is the same exact opener, I think, as we saw on map number 1 on Blackburn. Back then Elazer went for a quick layer into Nidus. This time he's going to be going for a quick layer into a Baneling Nest for now. 2 more gases being taken. I wouldn't be surprised to see a 3rd gas being taken here as well, or a 4th gas being taken eventually. Oh, Hellions going to be taking out some of these links. They're trying to take out the rocks. Overlord moves forward and the queens will be able to assist the low ground links most likely. Triple spores going down, even though there is no real threat coming out of the air here for Elazer. Well, maybe a Liberator could be considered a threat, but these are Banshee located spores. These are not Liberator spores. Liberator spores are often... This is a Liberator spore, alright? This is a Banshee spore. This is a Banshee spore as well. We have a Viking on the side. Liberator coming in the only base where there's no Liberator spore. Well, actually this one also isn't a Liberator spore, so who am I kidding? It's gonna get at least 2 workers. Oh. Shot one of the drones that went straight into an extractor. 3 workers are gonna fall. Spore moves towards the correct location. 4 drones have gone down already. And I think Heromarine will be pretty happy with the first damage of that Liberator. 5 cars still alive. One of them must have died. I missed that. I miss loads of things in life, so I'm not surprised. Merely disappointed. Ooh, interesting walling here. Very far forward. Gonna be nice against any potential run-bys from this right side area, which we see so freaking often. 5 barracks are being produced. Double drop gets loaded up, and 1-1 gets researched on these eBays. Very fast drop, but not with a lot of marines. Fast, but without a lot of power. That's basically what this is going to be. A nice little scan. And we take another couple of creep tumors. Not quite it. Not quite it. Ling run by is being set up here. Ooh, sensor tower part of the walls. A little bit risky. So just very vulnerable. Not quite understanding why that is. Hellions are gonna get caught by these links as well. Still 2 Hellions remaining though. So mules come raining down from the skies. Good micro. Needs to hold position. Needs to hold position. I get a hold... No, actually not necessarily if Elazer's hold positioning. So Elazer doing the micro there for Heromarine. 13 Banelings being morphed in here right away though. He just used all the Banelings that he had selected. So now Heromarine was like, well, that's a little bit ballsy, morphing them straight into my face. It could be a little bit of a tell. Now Heromarine sees these Banelings morphing on the right side. Did he CC it though? I'm not quite sure. First person. What is Heromarine responding to? He's trying to micro his butt off, but he's not doing anything at home. 13 workers going down. 22 workers going down. Now Heromarine sees it like, holy crap, that was a lot of damage. He's gonna end up losing a lot of supply here. Looking very good for Elazer right now. 82 workers against 45. This is just like game over almost. A game over territory at least. What is this? Pre-infernal igniter? Infernal pre-igniter. There we go. Army sizes are similar, but the drones. That's what the real issue is here. Drones. Income. 3.8k against 1.8. More than double in mineral income. Yeah, more than double in mineral income. These queens are going to end up falling. At least one of them will fall. Decent Transfuse saves the second one. There's just too many units here. There's just simply too many units. These links are doing such a good job destroying everything that exists here. More Hellbats are being morphed in, are being pushed forward, and this is extremely all-in out of Heromarine. There's no 4th base yet. There's really nothing. He's gonna have a 2-2 timing, but I think that is going to be it. Here come the Banelings. No split on the Banelings, which means the SCVs get an easier time running away. I still think we're gonna lose 4 or 5 workers anyway. And against 5 Banelings, if we're fighting this type of eco against Heromarine's eco, I think that is completely fine. Another Baneling run-by is being set up here as... I thought I saw something happen here. It was just an Overlord flying over. This Baneling run-by is going to be doing a lot of damage into the natural of Heromarine. I can tell you that much. I can guarantee it almost, unless Heromarine is going to be the fastest man alive. Let's take a look at that first person. Once again, he's busy with a fight while the run-by happens. Is he paying attention? Well, he is, but I'm not quite sure if this is going to be enough. 3 of these Banelings are moving forward. Same time run-by heading towards the 3rd base. More Banelings heading towards the 3rd base as well. A lot of these links are dealing okay damage. 8 workers going down on the side of Heromarine, and Elazer wins more time for himself to get to those 2-2 upgrades, to get the infestation pit, to basically just get into that late game stage where he wants to go with his 89 workers. 2 more drones being added even. Mines getting a decent detonation, not the greatest though. Jordan Claw's about to finish up, so pushing forward is going to become a lot easier here for Heromarine. We're still on his point of view here. Trying his best to micro. Well, good freaking hits. Holy crap. The army of Heromarine is way bigger than Elazer all of a sudden. Those were great mine hits. And now this base is going to go down. Heromarine is just pushing forward. Well, is it going to go down? There's still a lot of banelings here. Pick up, pick up, pick up. Mine doesn't get the detonation it wants. 12, 13, 14 SCVs are going down on the side of it. Heromarine is just ignoring this. Is he going to lose? Almost lost the orbital command there. That would have been a little bit embarrassing at this level to not live. Luckily, he is just in time as the Ling run by, still dealing a lot of damage. 13 more Banelings are being morphed in. There's not enough mines here to deal with the Ling Bane army that Elazer has. Yeah. This is a nice split. That was a nice split. 74 army supply against 49. Elazer once again engaging off of creep, is he? Is he kind of throwing this? This base needs to be repaired though. There we go. Where are the SCVs? This bad boy is coming into repair or what? Are they just mining? They need to repair. They need to repair. 152. That's not it. The GG. GG gets called as the fight on the other side didn't go the way he wanted it to go. And our good friend Heromarine will lose a game. Elazer puts himself on the board and we'll be heading into game number 4. Game number 4 between Elazer and Heromarine here on Romanticide. Tends to be considered a Zerg map, I think. I'm actually not sure what this map is considered to be. We tend to get very long games on it though. I've seen some bangers. I remember a Serral versus Beyond on this map. It lasted for a solid 35 minutes. Even more, maybe 45 minutes. Legendary game. I can't remember. It was last year somewhere. Just after the return of Beyond. I can't exactly put my finger what it was or where it was. What tournament? Maybe it was in the TSL. I think it might have been in TSL 6, TSL 5, where that game was played. Legendary game, absolutely fantastic. We'll see if Heromarine and Elazer can give us such a show as well. Back then Mutalisk were all the hype. Nowadays it seems to be more common to be playing 4 gas into Ling Bane and then eventually transition into Lurker. What is that thing on the floor? Are those shadows? Of what? Oh, they're dust. And then this is the shadow of the dust. You see that? Graphic settings. Insane. 10-year-old game. 11-year-old game. Still looking mighty fine in my eyes. With Elazer hiding his drone like a good boy. Just hugging this extractor. Will now start his hatchery immediately. Very nice indeed. Going to be trying to take out 1 or 2 links, Heromarine that is, and Elazer will try to deny that flasher. Queen pops out, we're gonna see a straight inject, and the queen from the main walks down. This leaves a small vulnerability in the main base, and I think that Heromarine might be aware of that. Yeah. Oh, Heromarine, you legend. Yeah, Heromarine realizing what has been going on in these games and saying, hey, wait a second, that's interesting. Every time you walk your queen down, look how late that first tumor is now because of that as well. That really is quite interesting. We're gonna see a secondary inject here. Good timing out of Elazer. And he will also get a second tumor. First tumor will not quite be done, but it's gonna be done relatively quick and we'll be able to spread it immediately. 321, 322. So about 10 seconds later than it usually is. That does mean that he's going to save a little bit of money. He's going to make a little bit extra money, not saving it. Third base finishes once... well, this is not a triangle formation. I'm not quite sure what it is. Just forward. Once again, with a similar idea as on Oxide. Take this base, you can easily expand. This is your 4th, or this is your 4th, and then the other one is your 5th. Easy 5 bases. However, if you take this base... and this is your 4th and this is your 5th. This is not a very viable base because of dislocation with potential tanks. So, yeah, it's It's cool to see that the forward bases are being used a lot these days. And TVZ also makes spreading creep forward to the middle of the map and then denying these rocks a little bit easier. We see the queens being split in 2 groups for now and will be used to deny any potential Hellion Reaper shenanigans. 2 Hellions remain or stay at home or remain at home. And not quite be able to deny that Link's got it. Actually did deny that. Saw 2 Marines though, so maybe a little bit of a tell, hard to say. Another Ling is being sent around to try and figure out, hey, what's going on here? Elazer trying his absolute best to scout. He will be able to get something out. Queen is actually falling a little bit low. Queen might actually die here. Queen is going to die. Reaper for a Queen. That's a trait that I think Heromarine is very happy with here. A little bit of a supply block, but will be unsupply blocked immediately as well. eBay 1 and 2 should be going down soonish. This is only 2 racks. 3rd racks is going down at this point. 4 cars into 2 racks triple CC. One of my favorite builds. One of Heromarine's builds that he likes to employ every now and again. The 4 cars already did their job, took out the Queen. You don't need to do too much. You don't actually need to do too much with this build order. Let's not forget about that. As these 2 medevacs are being flown forward. And we'll start hitting the opponent very soon. Combat shield on the way as well. Wait, what was the link count? 11 links, 8 queens, 2 links go down immediately. Overlord falls as well. 93 out of 98 here for Elazer. 6 queens are moving forward. Scan didn't do much of anything. We'll be able to grab 1 tumor in the dying seconds. 2 tumors in the dying seconds. 2 tumors in the dying seconds of that scan. 3 overlords are on the way here as 1-1 is being researched as well here for Elazer. Start moving forward. Oop, couple of few tumors being popped out. Ooh, what are we seeing here, my friend? What are we seeing here? Cheeky rotation heading down towards what is going to be the 5th base will be an instant cancel here for Elazer. It's gonna cost him 75 minerals and a drone, make that 125 and a larva. Combat shield finishes up in a couple of seconds, but these Marines will not see the use of that as they just need to lift up. We'll start healing down on the low ground and then maybe try for another drop into the main base. Is Elazer seeing this? Oh, I see something is here. Scan will be able to take out 3 of them tumors. Just gonna be going for it now, I guess. I think we can definitely fight this, yeah. This is, I was looking at them like, wait a second, you can just target down those Banes. It's not that hard, especially if they don't have centrifugal hooks, right? Drop wants to load up into the main base. Very empty though when it comes to energy. We have a double drop here on the top side as well. And here Marine is probably setting up for a later 1-1 push. Wouldn't completely surprise me. Very focused on getting drones. Doesn't quite get that many. Instead tries to snipe out a Queen. Also doesn't work out as Transfuse. A little bit too powerful here on the side of Elazer. Marines run back home. Oh, can we get a lift? Yes, we can get a lift. Scans this part. These 2 medevacs are being sent semi-home. Not quite all the way home, just semi-home. And we'll be joined up by a larger force here. 2 mines. Combination with, what is this, 20 Marines maybe? Whoa! Whip, whip. Lift here. And boost and stand still. Very quick at doing nothing. Just like me. That's the drop out in the main base. We'll be able to take out 1 or 2 overlords here as Elazer isn't paying attention. 1 Queen gets sniped immediately as well. This is going to be a pickup. There's too many banelings to snipe down. Can we get a pickup here as well? Yep, says Heromarine. And another cancel potentially on this 5th base as 1-1 is now finished. Stim not being used and this will get cleaned up as Heromarine is not paying attention to it. Both of these medevacs should stay alive. Heromarine is microing on the other side of the map. He's doing an okay job, I guess. Hasn't been anything where I think to myself, wow, that was absolutely amazing. Sweet 20 workers as well. 27 out of 16. Floating a fair amount of cash as well. This has not been the cleanest game out of Heromarine, but it has been rather action-packed. As he sends out another triple medevac attack. And another 8 Marines moving here. Trying to deal a little bit of damage. Maybe trying to take out a creep tumor. 2 armies remaining. Try to remain split. Hydra Den as well as Infestation Pit. And we're going to be going into the phase that I was mentioning earlier. Where we see those lurkers being added into the mix. Ooh. And the cavalry came just in time. And no one can truly stop the cavalry. At least not yet. Oh! Can we get a pickup? Can we... Oh, Baneling's not being detonated. Some manual detonations could have helped there with just the splash range. Might have been able to actually do something. So you have these Marines moving forward. 9 drones going down so far. Is there enough Banelings here? I don't think there actually is. These are Drilling Claw mines. Yep, all these Banes are just being targeted down real quick. Once again, we could get some Bane tar... Wow, goes for the pickup. Goes for the pickup rather than targeting down those 5 Banelings. A little bit sloppy, not quite feeling the confidence in his own targeting. Definitely could have done that. There was enough DPS in this army. A bit surprising. Range upgrade is starting right now. So Elazer looking for that transition. But in order to get these lurkers out, he first needs to be safe. And he tries to... Oh my good lord. That was a huge detonation there on top of those Banelings. Mines moving forward, how good mine splits, but the target fire on the mines isn't perfect and they're basically shooting single links or queens. We still have one shot, no micro out of Elazer whatsoever, and it's gonna lose a lot of these Banelings. Overseer gets sniped out, big pickup here as Elazer pisses off out of the natural and Heromarine pisses off out of the natural and says, hey, I can just drop this 4th base. At the same time, he's gonna be dropping on top of the 5th base as well. We'll be taking that out from behind. Elazer absolutely being destroyed. There are 14 workers going down. Doesn't have the units to deal with these Marines. Doesn't have the units to deal with these Marines either. I think Elazer's in a bit of trouble. There's an army moving forward here. Here Marine smells blood and he's a shark. He wants to eat. He's gonna eat Elazer alive. If Elazer doesn't have any tricks up his sleeves, no aces there. There's 14 Banelings left, there's no Burrow, there's no Infestors. There is 10 Hydras on the way, but they're unupgraded Hydras. They only have +2 Carapace, which is nice against Marines, but they're not gonna be dealing the damage that you need. 27 workers have gone down on the side of Elazer, and he does not have the funds to rebuild those. What can he still do? Possibly. What can he possibly still do? What is there left for him? I don't actually know. I have absolutely zero idea. Hello? There we go. I want to click that. Quick drop. Ooh, even gonna fly straight through these spores. I don't think it's gonna matter anymore. There's just not enough Elazer and there's simply too much Heromarine. Heromarine pushes forward. He's on 8 Rex right now. We see the Marauders joining up in this battle as well. And Elazer getting absolutely blasted. 5 more Banelings are on the way. You see the Marines here on the right side taking out this way. You see the Marines and Marauders taking out units in the middle. I think Elazer is in a world of trouble, and I think he realizes that as well, as this right side base is going to fall. Another Overlord goes down. 19 workers have gone down on the side of Heromarine somewhere, some way. Must have been this base and a couple of Baneling run-bys, but Heromarine has too many bases and he has too much money. He can continue building SCVs. It's just a little bit of trouble. It's not the end of the... Oh GG gets called and Heromarine wins the series 3-1. That's going to be it for today. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit like. And we'll see you all next time for a new video. Bye bye.